Yo fellow trainers and welcome back to Dank Pokemon Profiles. So today I have for you a game between Luxchomp and Magnezone. I'm actually using a special Magnezone variant because I'm more or less running the version which Evan Cole has brought up to attention. So in that version I'm actually running 0 of the promo Magnezone. I think he runs 1, but I cut it down to 0. And I try to use walls instead, like I'm using Shackle and Mr. Mime to tank like big attacks, and then switch around with Gyro Ball, and then I have like Blissey Prime to have funny stuff, and I have also the Raikon Suicune Legend for big attacks against bigger stuff. Okay, and we see I'm going first, and okay, I have a Uxie start, which isn't that good, but it is what it is. Grabbing here Magnemite and just hitting for 20, that's fine. Yeah, obviously, like, this version isn't running for Spiritomb, so going fast it's a bit weaker, but it's still fine. Let's see, okay, SP finds just has the Crobat start, which isn't that great. Maybe want to keep it for a bit later, but yeah, okay, finding Ambipom. Okay, you cannot KO me right here with Ambipom, so I guess you can just use Cold Energy, which is still quite good. The difference with this version is that you don't want to have like this great endgame where you're one-shotting everything with your promo Magnezone. At the end of the day you just want to have this really big Magnezone, which can basically tank any attack. Then at the end of the game your opponent just cannot take the last prize because your promo Magnezone is just way too big. So you probably want to get rid of the Magnemites quite early to make this a bit harder, or also like try to find your disruptive stuff, so you can really annoy my my Magnezone level X. Like you have Roserade, which can be annoying, you have your Crobat, which is also like kind of annoying to deal with poisoning it, so you cannot use your powers and stuff like that. Okay, you see I go here and quite aggressive, and then go with Spiritomb. To find my stuff, I also have now my Claydol, which is nice. I'm kind of giving my opponent a bunch of like potentially free prizes, but yeah, fair enough. Okay, and here we see I do not use Spiritomb. Basically I failed to find. The thing is that I only run one Magneton in this list because the space is really tight, and I actually drew my Magneton, so I cannot put it down with Spiritomb. Which kind of hurts, but well, it is what it is, I guess. Okay, here we see Ambipom just going in for 40 because of resistance and not 60. Okay, Claydol is not safe from Power Spray because of Spiritomb, which is nice. We can also see that SP is slowly setting up a Garchomp too, to hit around the bench. Yeah, in general, I think sniping around is like one of the most important things, because as soon as the Magnezone hits the field and it has a bunch of special metal energies attached, yeah, you just want to snipe around it. Here I use Darkness Grace to grab my Magnezone, fair enough. And then yeah, just going for the KO, fair enough. Here I just need to find an Expert Belt and an energy card, and then I can take the KO. Okay, I find the first piece, Expert Belt, nice. Okay, and here I also find the level X with the Premier Ball. Then attempt to draw stuff with Potato, and there's no Power Spray, which is great. Okay, we're playing Felicities. Felicities is nice because I can use it to discard my energies, which I can then get back with Superconductivity. And because my opponent didn't use Power Spray on Claydol, I kind of feel safe right here. So I do just discard the Special Metal Energy, nice. Catch a second Special Energy, and now I'm really, really big. Okay, move the energies around, fair enough. And I think I will just promote my Azelf right here. Yeah, because Azelf is a Pokemon I'm willing to give up, and if my opponent does not KO my Azelf, I can just move one Lightning Energy back around him and retreat it and be happy with that. Okay, here we see Luxchomp deciding to promote my Magnemite and just KOing my Magnemite, which is fair enough, because you don't want to find a second Magnezone. Also, like, it's still now a cheap price. Later in the game, if it's a big Magnezone, it's not an easy price. So, fair enough. Okay, I find Lightning Energies here with Rosen's Research, chaps. And then I will just attach a Lightning Energy to my Uxie, and most likely the idea behind this is that I want to get rid of it on my bench, because now I'm just again offering 3 prizes, like the Self, the Blissey, and the Claydol, and Yuxi would have been the 4th prize. So now my opponent really has to KO my Magnezone currently if he wants to take the last KO. Here he just goes in with Poison Bind to keep myself locked, which is very fair. And now I need to find an out, and I do have it. I have Warp Energy, which are really good against SP. If SP is going for a more disruptive attempt. Okay, and draw a couple of stuff, attach my 3rd Special Metal Energy, and then I just go for the KO. And now I also do not have to worry about Rose Rate, except like if my opponent uses Aaron's Collection, but getting rid of that, it's kind of also helps my Magnezone to stay healthy. Okay, opponent promotes again his Luxchomp. Most likely you can just go in with Garchomp and kill my Claydol right here. Or you can also promote the Yuxi, fair enough, and if you attach DCE to Yuxi with Zenblade, you can also KO with that version just myself. And the benefit of that is that Yuxi level X has 90 HP. 90 HP is 10 more than my Gyro Ball, which with expert build hits for 80. So then I need to use Cyber Shock if I want to take the KO, and that gets rid of energy cards, so it's making me waste my resources, which is nice. Okay, I promote my Magnezone, I have a bunch of energies attached to it already, which is great. And here I'm considering, okay, do I want to go for Gyro Ball and just leave my opponent with like 10 remaining HP, and will eventually have to get that KO again later. But no, I decide, okay, it's fair, I can just take the KO right here. I also do not see like any disruptive thing which like really annoys me right here, even if I have still a bunch of energy cards attached, so I feel safe here. And just go for a KO with Cyber Shock. Okay, Luxchomp has Collector, giving a couple of things. You could potentially go in with Toxicroak to poison me, but the problem with all like poisoning and so on is that I can just attack with Gyro Ball and then I get rid of the poisoning, so that's not that crazy. And because of that, he decides to just go in with the Toxicroak and take the KO on my Blissey. Fair enough. Here I move a bunch amount of energy cards. And the benefit of doing it that way now, obviously, I cannot really heal anymore with my Blissey, so that's kind of powerful. You see, I get a bunch of stuff with Pokecoms, so here I grab Raikou Recune Legend top. Those ones will be most likely important to take my last KO if my opponent promotes something big. Okay, and here I go again for the KO with Cyber Shock. Promoting right here now the Luxray. The thing which is great about Luxray is that Luxray has resistance to metal, so it's really hard for me. Like, it's a good thing to hit into that with into my Magnezone. Okay, and now I have to see what I want to do. It's like kind of awkward. Okay, I use Conductive Quarry and get back a Special Metal Energy. And now I really need to think which attack I want to use. Because like Cyber Shock makes my opponent paralyzed, so he cannot retreat again and do annoying stuff. On the other hand, my opponent hasn't played any Poketurns really this game, so just one Poketurn basically makes me waste all of my energy cards for nothing, which I would have to discard for Cyber Shock. Just Gyro Ball doesn't feel that great, so tough spot to be in. And I also need to be a bit careful that I do not get KO'd right here. Okay. I grab a Spiritomb and then promote with 4 points something else. So this is a way how I can take a KO, which is nice. And also now I'm kind of protected from Power Space, which is great. Here I attach an unknown Q with energy back. On the other hand, now I'm giving my opponent again a prize, like 2 prizes, which is a bit annoying. But on the other hand, like I just have 1 prize remaining now. So unless my opponent like gets a double KO, which isn't really possible, I'm kind of safe right here. That's great. Okay, going again with the KO with Luxray, and Luxray I cannot one-shot that. Like even with Cyber Shock I'm just dealing 80 damage, and then with Poketurn you can take everything back. That's nice. Okay, so which was discussion. Because like yeah, it's an interesting spot how you want to do it. But here I just have the Raikou Suicune Legend, move all the energies around, move 2 energies to Claydol, retreat Claydol, and then hit with the Legend for 150 for the KO. And that's the victory for Magnezone. Okay, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, see you around, bye bye!